Hi, this is Oak Barrett with the Greenplum Product Management Team. And today we're going to demo Preset's cloud-based business intelligence platform in Greenplum Database 7. First, a quick review of the Greenplum database. It's an open source MPP database system. Version 7.0 went generally available late September 2023. It's based on Postgres version 12.12. You can download the source code at the Greenplum GitHub repo listed here. You could also find additional resources such as articles, blog posts, and tutorials at greenplum.org. And a little bit about Preset's cloud business intelligence platform. They dub it Modern BI powered by open source Apache Superset. It allows you to explore your data and create visualizations. More information can be found at their GitHub and their corporate website. I initially came across Preset while researching data analytics tools which are gaining traction in the market. I focus on the tool sets which have Postgres compatibility, as that usually results in a tool set compatible with the Greenplum database. In Preset's case, they use the Postgres open source JDBC driver, so connecting to Greenplum was seamless. As mentioned, Preset leverages the data visualization and data exploration features that are part of the Apache Superset project. If you take a look at Superset's GitHub, you'll see that Greenplum database is a supported data source. The first thing you're going to want to do is click on the Try for Free button on Preset's website. This allows you to provision a workspace, and you can log in and begin using it. All right, once logged in, you're going to set up the details of your workspace, including a name and a description, possibly a region. Then the next step is going to be connecting to your data. Having never used this product before, I was able to get it up and running and provisioned and connected to my Greenplum data source in a matter of minutes. I've used other cloud-based analytic platforms, which are much more difficult to provision, let alone use. All in all, the dashboard demo I put together took about 60 minutes without reading any of Preset's user docs. So let's get started using Preset in the Greenplum database. And the data we'll be using today resides in an open source Greenplum database, version 7.0. I downloaded the bits off of Greenplum's GitHub, installed them on a EC2 instance. As you can see, we got Greenplum 7 based on Postgres version 12.12. The cluster itself is a single node Greenplum database. We have one coordinator and two data segments. The data set is an enterprise data warehouse data model. All right, now let's connect to our data in Preset. So we're going to click on our workspace. We're going to choose Connect Your Data. And then we're going to fill in the credentials for a Postgres database. So we fill in our host, our port, database name, username, password, etc. And we'll give it a display name. All right, once we establish that connection to Greenplum, we're going to want to import data. So we're going to click Create Dataset. This is going to allow you to use a predefined connection, which was our Greenplum database. We'll be able to choose which schema we're going to select our tables from. And we'll be able to choose which tables we want to use for our dashboard. All right, once we're connected to our data set, we're going to start building our dashboard. So let's create a new chart. We're going to start off with some basic metrics. We'll give this one a name. And what we're going to do is just count our distinct orders year to date. So we're going to count on sales ID. And this is just going to give us a basic total. Again, we're building a dashboard and all these metrics will come together later. As you can see, the SQL generated by Preset is being executed on Greenplum. That way, Greenplum is providing an aggregate and not all the data into the Preset engine. Preset also allows for a ton of different formatting and user interface, user experience type of options within their charts. In this case, we're just going to change the number to the exact number of orders that we have year to date. And once we're done with this, we're going to save it. We're going to add it to our new dashboard. All right, we're going to make another chart to add to that dashboard. So we'll click on the new chart. We'll do another big number. We'll choose our data set. In this case, we're going to go with the sum of sales year to date. And we're going to create that chart. And we'll add it to our dashboard and on to the next chart. All right, for our next chart, we're going to use the same data set that we've been using, but this time we're going to use a bar chart. We're going to analyze total sales versus total profit by quarter. So we'll give it an appropriate name, and then we'll choose the fields and dimensions in which we're going to build this chart off of. So we'll bring in sum of sales, sum of profit, and on the dimension side, we're going to split out by quarter. Preset allows you to do a lot of customization of the visualization. So we're going to stack these bar chart values. We're going to include extra controls. We're going to create that chart. Again, you can see the SQL being executed on Greenplum. Just bringing back a small subset of the values, the aggregated values. So Preset can provide that visualization to the user without storing vast amounts of data. And once we're happy with the formatting of the charts, we're going to save it and add it to our dashboard. For our next chart, we're going to be using a map chart. So again, pull in our data set. We're going to use a country map. And Preset uses the ISO 3166 list of country codes. So you're going to want to make sure your dimensional data model includes that data. So we're going to pull in the US. We're going to bring in the state code, and then we're going to sum our sales. Again, Greenplum's doing its work on the back end. Once the data is presented within Preset, you can go in and tweak it, change colors, change labels, etc. Once we're done and happy with the chart, we're going to publish it to our dashboard. On to our next chart, we're going to use what's called a tree map, and we're going to use our product families and product subfamilies as the dimensions. And the metric we're going to use is sum on total sales. So this will give us a nice breakdown of product subfamily and roll it up to product family. And when we're happy with the chart, we'll save it to our dashboard. All right, this brings us to our sixth and final chart for our dashboard. Again, we're going to use the same data set. This time, in terms of charts, we're going to use a pie chart. And what we're going to chart is our total spend on the variety of carriers that this company uses to ship. So we'll go in, we'll choose carrier as our dimension. We're going to do a sum on shipping cost and customize the pie chart and publish it to our dashboard. Once again, you see the queries being run on Greenplum in the backend. All right, as we save this and go to our dashboard, we can now see the 6 previous charts that we created, what our dashboard looks like. A couple of big numbers up top, bar chart off to the left, state chart bottom left. We have the tree map in the middle there, and obviously our pie chart. The cool thing about this is when you click into any of these elements, it's going to regenerate the queries that are used to create the dashboard. So for instance, if we click on desktops, you can see all the queries for each chart are being regenerated within Greenplum. and it's going to present the values back out specific to the desktop product subfamily. All right, and that's a wrap. Go check out preset.io for your free trial. Don't forget to go over to greenplum.org for the latest blogs and tutorials. And you can always download the latest version of the Greenplum database off of the open source repository on GitHub. Thanks for watching.